It all began on one of those rainy mornings when the whole world feels heavy. The sky was covered in gray clouds, and the city looked tired. Inside a hospital corridor, Emily Stanton slowly pushed her wheelchair forward. The soft squeak of the wheels echoed through the hall, almost like a reminder of the dreams she had lost. Just 6 months earlier, Emily's life had been completely different. She was dancing under the spotlight, the youngest ballerina to ever lead New York Academy's grand stage. The crowd adored her. Her future looked brighter than ever. But then, in a single moment, everything changed. A slippery road, a distracted driver, screeching tires, an accident that left her spine permanently damaged. Since then, Emily had not walked a single step. But the hardest part wasn't just the paralysis. It was the loneliness that came with it. Everyone called her brave. But no one saw the nights she cried into her pillow. No one knew how hard she pretended to smile, so her father wouldn't see her pain. Her father, Charles Stanton, was a man of power, the billionaire CEO of Stanton Global. He was used to solving problems with money, influence, and speed. But this time, his power meant nothing. No amount of wealth could bring back his daughter's legs. No influence could mend her broken spirit. Before I continue, if you believe in the power of kindness, in second chances, and in the hope that one person can change another's life, I invite you to like this video, subscribe to KindnessTalks, and share this story with someone who may need light today. Your support helps these stories reach the hearts that need them most. Charles had tried everything. The best doctors, world-class therapists, even specialists from abroad. He built a rehabilitation center inside his own mansion. But no matter how much he spent, nothing worked. Emily withdrew into silence, refusing to talk on most days. The girl who once lit up the stage now seemed like a shadow of herself. Finally, Charles made one last decision. He took Emily away from the city, away from the sterile hospital walls and endless pitying looks. He brought her to the mountains, to a private retreat called Healing Storms, a place known for blending therapy with emotional healing. It was his final hope. The mountain air was fresh, crisp, and almost too sharp for Emily's fragile state. The staff was kind, but distant. To them, she was just another patient on a long list. But on the third day, something unexpected happened. Emily was sitting quietly outside a wooden cabin, staring at the treetops in the distance. That's when a little boy appeared. He looked about 6, with freckles sprinkled across his cheeks and a messy cowlick in his hair. He stopped, looked at her wheelchair, then into her eyes, and said innocently, "My dad says you're really sad." Emily blinked, not sure what to say. The boy continued. "He says sad people sometimes need a different kind of help. He helped me when my mommy went to heaven." Emily's lips parted, but no words came. The boy simply pointed to a greenhouse nearby, where a man in worn jeans and a simple navy shirt was tending plants. His hands were rough, his posture strong, but his movements were calm, grounded. When he noticed Emily watching, he smiled. Not a forced doctor's smile, not a pitying grin. Just a gentle, human smile. That night, Emily couldn't sleep. Not because of pain. She was used to that. But because of the boy's words. He helped me. Who was this man? The very next morning, while Emily was sketching, the man walked over. He didn't ask about her drawing or comment on her wheelchair. Instead, he quietly knelt beside her and held out a small flower from the garden. "You don't need to smile," he said softly, "but maybe this can make your day just a little bit better." Then, he walked away. His name was Adam Miller. Once, he had been a respected physical therapist in a big city hospital. But after the sudden death of his wife, Adam left it all behind to raise his son in peace. Now, he lived in the mountains, teaching survival skills, growing herbs, and volunteering at Healing Storms. But what set Adam apart was his gift. He didn't just focus on treating the injury. He focused on the person, He reached the heart before he ever asked the body to move. At first, Emily resisted. She fought him with silence, sarcasm, and closed doors. But Adam never forced her. He simply stayed close. Sometimes sitting nearby while she painted. Sometimes gardening with his son. Slowly Emily began to speak, then laugh, then cry, and, finally, to trust. One misty morning, as the sunrise lit the fields outside her cabin, Adam said gently, "I think your body is waiting on your heart. And your heart is waiting for permission to believe again." Emily didn't answer. But for the first time, she didn't look away. From that day forward, her healing began. Not just of her body, but of her spirit.